Before we start this video, let me leave things clear for my little babes that are gonna be like, oh my gosh, Steph, what the heck is going on with you? I refilled my top lip again because like I told you guys before, I had to get it this soft. The bottom still the same. I didn't touch it. I'm not gonna fix nothing that is not broken. My bottom lip, it is perfectly fine. But on the top, I had a little lump that didn't want to go anywhere. I guess I was supposed to massage it. I never did. When I finally was like, oh my gosh, I have a lump on my lip, it was already too late. I was already like 2-3 months in with my lip fillers. So everything was set in place. So I did what I was supposed to do, the right thing, the right way, and went back and dissolved it. Now I put it back, the same exact amount, no more, no less. So they're gonna look the same exact way they looked before, so don't panic. That happened yesterday, so it's swollen, it's bruised, it's just going through it, but when everything is nice and healed, it's gonna look super pretty. Besides that, I took my little happy ass, sick and all, to Sephora to get you guys the brand new blushes from Makeup by Mario. Now I get it, and now my injector told me that if I see any little lumps after like the 5th day to massage it. She told me exactly how to do it with ice and all that good stuff. So trust me when I tell you that I actually didn't want to show up in camera looking like this, but I was like, no, we're not doing this. We're not starting nothing new. I'm gonna show my face regardless how I look because I do it for you. Here you have the new Soft Pop Plumping Blush Bell. It is $30 each, made in Italy, and it's available in 6 different shades. It is a weightless cream blush balm made with hyaluronic acid to hydrate and plump skin with a sheer bell of color. There's something that I love on bare skin, it's blush. In this formulation, it's looking like it's up to something. So you already know that first we have to try them out with no makeup. So let me bring it all up in my grip. My lips hurt. You know what, before we start, let me put a little tiny bit of arnica. This one, it's a little lighter than the first one that we used. So I should have put this one on first, but I thought this one was the lightest one for one reason. This one is Rose Crush and Barely Blushing. This mix right here, it's giving. Of Reb, I'm telling you that I do love the formula on bare skin because it's just so thin. This is also perfect to wear like under the foundation if you like to do the underpainting technique or you want to have a little bit of color before you apply your foundation. This formula is just extremely thin, literally no texture. It does feel a bit tacky, but I'm not mad at it. Know that I can literally apply any foundation on top of these blushes, liquid, cream, powder, whatever it is, and it's gonna look good. But I am gonna remove them because I have 2 different colors and I don't want them to interfere with how they look on top of makeup. I'm gonna apply my Hourglass foundation because you know that I'm so hot. Just look at this. Skin, baby. Second skin. Now I'm just gonna go in with concealer. I'm gonna be using this new one from Natasha Anona. This is the shade N4. But let me go finish my makeup off camera so I can come back and go straight to the point. Alright, so I already did my makeup. I only set my under eyes. You already know, with the pomegranate powder. Now we're gonna start with the lightest shade that is Barely Blushing. I'm gonna be using the same brush like always. I'm wiping it down in between colors. This brush right here, it is perfect for cream blushes. This is the 125 from Fenty Beauty. Let's dig in here. I do feel that this shade, it is very light for my skin tone. Like, I do have to build it up for it to show up. But if you have a light skin complexion, this shade, it's gonna be beautiful. See, like, it's giving me like a little bit of like sheer pinky. I see it, but barely. I'm blushing. The name, it's perfect though for this shade. Barely Blushing. Like, it's giving me a little something. I'm grabbing a little bit more. This one looks so natural. And even though it's really light, I think I'm really loving it. I do. I normally bring it all the way over here on my forehead, but I'm not gonna do that because I have to use 2 more shades. So I'm gonna just wipe this area right here so I don't have to redo my whole makeup. But you can perfectly see this beautiful shade right here. Not for nothing, but wow, this shade, it is so pretty. It's giving me the perfect amount of luminosity. It's dewy. It's really, really hydrating. And depending on how I move my face, look at that pretty healthy glow. And I'm also glad that the formula, it's not picking up my foundation at all. It didn't move my makeup. Because in my mind, I'm like, damn, this formula looks very dewy. I think it's gonna move the makeup that I have underneath. Well, nope. Now this is the shade Rose Crush. And this one, it's a lot more pigmented than what I thought it was gonna be. And the formula, it's super lightweight, airy, breathable, transparent. Like, it's gonna give you the most beautiful sheer bell of color coming with it in. I'm gonna pick up a little bit more. Let's see how it looks if we build it up. My skin, it's shining through these blushes, and that's what I'm loving the most. In case that you apply a little bit too much, you can easily go back with your foundation or your concealer brush and just blend the edges really quick. And look how beautiful it blends into the skin. Here you have Barely Blushing and Rose Crush. I don't know which one I like more. You're gonna have to help me out over here. My hair, it's sticking a little bit right here, but that's because the formulation, it is really balmy though. And tacky, and it feels a little bit sticky. You're gonna have to set them. I already removed the first 2 shades. Let me put them to the side, and then now we're gonna keep going with this shade right here. It is Perfect Pink. I feel like this is gonna be like my perfect shade. Let's pick up a little bit. I have that much. If you know me, you know that pink and red, it's my whole life together. I do wish that we had a mirror right here. Like, I keep going like this, and that is annoying. So let me pick up a little bit more because I don't think I graphed enough. This is a beautiful cool pink blush. This is exactly what I needed as base for when I want like a pink under eye or like a Barbie baby doll pink situation. This is gonna help me out so much to get like that vibrant pink look. And look at the pigmentation. I mean, the color payoff, it's on point. A little bit goes a long way. And I really appreciate that there's no sparkles, no glitter. Like, this is a solid balmy blush. And it's crazy because when you look at them and even when you swatch them, you really don't think that they're gonna give you this much and that they're gonna be this vibrant. They blend beautifully, super easy and quick. And even though it is dewy and hydrating, I don't find it too hydrating to the point that it's gonna feel oily or greasy or it's gonna be slipping and sliding. Not at all. And just look at this finish. There's no way that this is gonna emphasize texture. It's gonna look stunning on mature skin if you have textured skin, acne, pimples. This is gonna blend on top of all that effortlessly because it's not gonna sit anywhere, it's not gonna settle, it's not gonna cake up. And then now the berry punch. This is the type of shades that I love on everybody but me. I never been, and I guess I never will be, a fan of purple berry plump blushes. I don't like them, like, at all. But again, let's do what we gotta do. And here you have berry punch. I feel like this one on my skin, it's not looking too purple. I mean, you do see the berry, but it's not like too plumpy, in my opinion. I think this type of shades look so sexy on dark, deep skin complexion. Ugh, I love it on them. Literally made for them. Like I told you before, you're gonna have to set them because they do feel a little bit sticky. That's just what it is. Just know that. And if you don't set them, your makeup is gonna move, it's gonna disappear 1 hour after, your hair is gonna stick to it, and you don't want that. What I recommend you to do is just go in with any translucent powder. Try to use something translucent so you can keep the color. I have this one from Palmograph. It is technically for the under eyes, but I love that it's just super lightweight, so I know it's gonna keep most of the blush. Don't use a lot of powder. You don't need to use a lot. Trust me, only a little bit. It's gonna do the job. And make sure that the powder you go in with, it's not too thick, please. I'm just gonna pick up a little bit and lightly, gentle, I'm literally just gonna dust it right on top. And you see how now it doesn't really feel sticky. You still see the color. And it looks beautiful. Another way to set it, it's with powder blush, which that's what I'm gonna be doing from now on. But I don't want to do it right now because that will definitely change the color of the blush. But in my opinion, that's still gonna look pretty. It's gonna be the best way. This is more like a base, and then when you go in with the powder blush, it's gonna give you a bomb ass look. Plus, if you do it like that, you're gonna need a lot less powder blush because you basically already have all the pigmentation that you need with this one. So you're only gonna use the powder blushes to set it, and that's a very good technique if you have dry skin. I'm gonna pick up a little more powder. I have about that much, and let me set this side. And I love how you can still see the dewiness and the glow even after you set it. If you are familiar with his skin enhancer, I've been loving this since day one. If you love this, there's no way that you're not gonna love his new blushes. The formula, it is exactly the same one. Let me swatch his skin enhancer right here, and then one of the blushes next to it. Same beautiful thin formula that has no texture. I mean, I'm gonna have to give these blushes a 10 out of 10. They're perfect for every day. They're amazing for the makeup, no makeup vibe. I love them on bare skin, on top of makeup. They're suitable for all skin tones and skin types. And to be honest with you, they're actually like the perfect definition of second skin with color. All the blushes that we've been trying lately, because they keep coming back to back, straight up, I enjoy and recommend these ones the most. But like always, you have to tell me what do you think about these blushes in the comment section down below. Do you like them? You don't like them? You want them? Do you already try them out? I want to know it all. If you love and enjoy this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe down below. You know that helps me and the channel out so much. And I love you to the moon and back. Mwah! See you on the next one.